Hello my dear friends, Namaste. Welcome to all of you beautiful souls to a beautiful series of episodes called Spiritual Glossary, my dear friends, where we understand the spiritual terms, terminologies, vocabulary, the words and their significances and their meanings and the deeper references, my dear friends, from a different perspective, from a new perspective. So to talk about this word, I would like to ask everyone about, do you know about this word called influence? Have you been influenced by anyone? Are you in anybody's influence? How can influence us? What is the role of influence in our life, on our life? So my dear friends, today's word for today's episode of Spiritual Glossary is called influence. And what is the deeper meaning of influence, my dear friends? Let us understand it in a better way. Influence, my dear friends. Life is a great teacher, and we must realize that anyone who influences us is playing the role of a teacher. There are three kinds of influence: mechanical, purposeful, and spiritual. First influence, my dear friends. Mechanical influence is the influence of the average person who impresses people by the kind of life he lives. He unconsciously influences his children, his friends, and others. The average person influences the personalities of people, my dear friends. And the second type of influence is called purposeful influence. And purposeful influence is divided into two categories: imposed and helpful, which is also called as facilitative. In the former, people force their will upon others through money, bribery, fear, propaganda, flattery, etc. And the latter is radiated by a soul-infused person to evoke understanding, cooperation, freedom, beauty, striving towards perfection, creativity, daring, courage, and so on. And the third kind of influence, spiritual influence, is the radiation of advanced teachers who, with their beauty, nobility, honesty, and heroic achievements, influence your life and enflame in your heart striving and aspiration towards higher achievements. In its true meaning, to influence means to evoke from people beauty, goodness, truth, and joy. To influence people means to make them to think in the light of the general good, to make them strive toward expressing greater virtues and beauty. What a beautiful word the word influence is. We have understood what influence is and what are the three kinds of influence. Now we need to understand how we are influencing others, or maybe how we are getting influenced by others. It's something to think about and ponder about, isn't it, my dear friends? So this particular word called influence has been taken from the Psyche and Psychism, Challenge for Discipleship. This particular word of influence has been taken from two books, my dear friends: The Psyche and Psychism and Challenge for Discipleship, written by Torkom Saraydarian. So my dear friends, be cautious, be aware, be conscious of how you are being influenced or how you are influencing others and in which way. And that is what this word is all about. And today we have all learned about the term called influence. That is all for today's episode, my dear friends, of Spiritual Glossary. I'll meet you again in the next episode of Spiritual Glossary. Till then, take care of yourselves and love yourself always. Namaste.